I also at the same time, I don't think they would have taken Mama Joy and them to all of these sporting events if there was not a budget that is for that thing specifically.
Sure.
Meaning, it's not taking from anyone else.
Done.
Right?
Instead, if they stop giving this to Mama Joy, it's more money for them to steal. People don't realize.
The other thing, which is a point that
Gayton must do something about this shit.
This is why I'm saying it's two topics in one.
Millions, then trying to say what tax is.
But isn't this what's happening, Piano? Is this not what's happening, friend?
But why are you not asking around? Why are you not getting a manager that knows how to do their job?
It's too much to know.
There's a lot the industry requires.
Just get a competent manager that's gonna.
There's a lot to know in this world.
Are you guys aware that in the industry right now, Tswana people or anyone who's not Nguni speaking in acting is severely hungry because majority of the things they're getting booked for is generations because it's very Tswana. It's still got that Tswana thing. But majority of the new productions are Nguni speaking.
I heard that chat from...
And people are crying. They're like, Zulu are running the soapy. Do you understand? And it's a thing of, okay, the Tswanas now don't have much to do. Like, honestly.
Unless you go scheme star.
Which is... Now we getting popular, pop, pop, call me Mrs. Popular. And no, you cannot sit with us. You were too cool for the new school kids. Who would have guessed? Now we popping, hey, pop, 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 damn, and now we popping, hey, like, ooh. That's how you celebrate 500 plus subscribers. Welcome to it. It's Global Streetz Live, the podcast. My name is Kelvin Momo, the uncle from the ghetto, doing big things in the city. I am so excited because my left is not working today, so we'll take it from my right. We'll take it from my right. We got the boy, or actually the man who I wish had a less ego. Sharp Ganjani, Kilisiho, Dope Tunes, aka Wow, Mr. Numbers. We're talking numbers in this podcast. Better know I'm gonna run it.
It's all good in the hood.
Even better in the burbs, and that's where we at. Behind the camera, we got the boy. How much for something he's highly likely to say?
No, man.
Man. But again, Amani, we call him Kachiso, but the only piece you get from him is when he breaks your heart. That guy. We also call him the Batman, in case you don't know. And we also call him the Dark Knight.
Yes.
There we go. Hello, my baby.
Hi, Carrie.
How are you now, man?
I'm good. How are you, man?
How are you? Man. Oh, he said yo because I said the only piece you get from him is when he breaks your heart. Okay, fine. And the VVIP of every episode is you. So shout out to you for tuning in. We love you. We rock with you. Touchdown a whole 500. Sabis, I almost said 500 tower. Yo, I'm calling it into the air. No.
We are coming.
500 tower is clearly coming.
No,
because why did I almost say 500,000 subscribers? That would be insane. Just hold on. We're cooking. We're pulling up. The boys, Mzansi, fresh.
Awesome, Nandi.
We're going straight into it. You already know. So don't forget, please comment, share, like, subscribe, pause the video, tag a friend. And most importantly, I'm serious. Just comment. We want to see what you're thinking. Even if it's on TikTok, follow us, love us, DM us. Anything you want to do, we're down to do it for you. And in case they're asking, they don't know who are these kids, they're making noise, more. All you have to do on your side, hit the notification bell so you can hear us when we post something coming down the street, like the ice cream man. And then nabantu la mamati, kibo mang, ubabuta hey, kibo naba, go man. Pastrata, Pastrata. Yeah, that's Witty's side. He's also excited to say Pastrata because he is for the streets. Lolani, Lola. Anyway, boys, we're gonna go straight into it. We're doing trending topics. It's been a while since we got into the gossip thick of things, and I think today is fitting. We're gonna kick it off the best way and the only way. Yes, I love it. Absolutely, we are on brand. Today's
Damn it. Today can't be a hood nigga, a straight face. You go about
No, at least the classic Mkobozo Waruna. I don't get that. Classic Mkobozo, like.
So, but we can just say morning gowns, Plome Koni, Rebecca.
Where's the bonnets? The bonnet, the gown, Munyana. Sasa khala maini monko.
Regula mo ko kunin ko spaz.
Kuno tala plastic ya makuinya.
Yeah.
Plastic ya makuinya, and then we rock.
Speaking of, we must do it one day.
We might as well, dog. That's an idea.
We must just go with it. We do it one day.
That's an idea.
But
But we're gonna need a crew because they need to take us broadcasting from starting Lily Gowns.
No, we mean in the studio with our accounts. You are just extreme.
Nah, we need to take it to the
we must be in
streets.
the streets. I can't
We are for the streets, my nigga. Come on.
It's been a great 34, 33 episodes. I would like to tender my resignation. It's with sad circumstances that I have to do it, but likely, I'm so glad that you got to see what.
Said, Matt, sit your ass down.
Every time I try to resign, I am thrilled. You know that ODI Zuma? Every time I stand up, I am abused.
Yeah.
I am up. Literally, at this point, guys, if you don't feel safe, wink.
You are here by force.
Kanye was the thing of looking for help.
At this point,
That's your cue of saying.
like, I'm even trying with the eyes. I'm like, guys, do you not see how I don't feel safe? And speaking about safe, the streets are never safe, and at least these ones try to be, but we're threatened to be here. But there's other streets that are on everyone's mouth right now, and I think it's only fitting we started this topic. I was dying, darling, to have this episode with you guys. The Durban July. There is so much I want to cover about the Durban July.
Every year. It's on people's mouths.
Yeah, no, but this year, I really even wished we could have slideshows of the most horrible outfits I've ever seen. I just feel like I don't want to do that because it's mean girl energy. But there's some people that went, ooh, and there's people, what the fuck? You know when someone, teacher, it's up something more, you know, let's start it like this. Do you have people or outfits, or are there any outfits that you actually might have seen throughout the week or weeks that you feel stood out for you in a good way?
Stood out.
Yeah, like, ooh.
Well, I didn't see a lot of people. I was not really paying much attention like that, right?
Okay.
So if you were to ask me which ones did I feel like they were not the one, I wouldn't be able to tell because I didn't see that many.
Okay.
But the people that I saw, like I saw Lamise.
Oh, she looked amazing with the purple bead dress thing going. Yes, absolutely.
She killed it. I saw Lamise. Who else did I see?
Loved it. But also the star of the show, Pamela Mtanga, 8 down.
I don't even know.
I will show you a picture. Pamela Mtanga, 8 down. No. Pamela Mtanga was the best dressed for this year. And usually for me, every year it's Jessica Nkosi. But this year, Pamela Mtanga was like,
Who's Jessica, by the way?
Who is? Did you say who is?
I saw it was Ispan.
Where is she? I haven't seen her in a while.
She's in the streets making quite money. No, guys, Pamela Mtanga looked good for the Durban July. And I think the common theme amongst the Durban July was like that little hooded dress because it was like motion of the ocean or something like that. So every girl,
Was that the theme?
like colors of the ocean or motion of the ocean. So everyone had like a dress that has like some sort of motion of the ocean, and she had like a hooded dress. Oh, darling, Pamela. But I just everyone had. I don't want to lie. 60% of the ladies had a replica to Pamela's dress, but no one did it like Pamela. Because she got the shades right. She got the colors right.
Yeah, see the wavy thingy.
Do you see? Do you wanna? Are you good? Are you convinced? Oh, you even have a phone. Fact checker. You can check on your own phone. Because he's literally the fact checker of the podcast. You know, she looked so. Sitelo Shozi also 8 down for me.
I saw Sitelo.
Oh, Sitelo Shozi always misses. I mean, always never misses. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, my mom can't. I meant you never miss. She never misses. Like Stella is one of those girls that just get it. You understand? You don't have to brief Stella. Stella just will never miss. It's like Kasini man lento lena. Stella Shozi killed it for me. 10 out of 10. Pamela Mtanga 10 out of 10. I was not impressed with Jessica Nkosi's dress this year only because of the lining thing that was underneath, right? So I just wished the brown lining thing was tighter and not loose. It was like, it was a bit loose. So I wish they gave her something bodycon underneath. Like, that was the only, but it was great. But I just feel like great is not Jessica Nkosi's level. She's a god when it comes to Durban.
Yeah, she is.
You know?
She's
And
even gorgeous.
I was like, she was hot, don't get me wrong. But you see the brown dress thing. I didn't want it to be like this. I wanted it to, you see that brown thing underneath? Like a petticoat.
So what is this?
You're asking the wrong person, you see now. But
Is this plastic?
I don't know, friend.
But it looks nice. I think the thing underneath doesn't go well with it.
Do you understand?
But
that
this
brown
whole
thing,
thing,
because I
would
feel
have
like
been
it would have
dope.
worked if they made it like tight into her, but so that it would be like it's her skin.
Hey, listen to me. I sound like a fashion person. That time.
No,
I
but
don't
she
like it.
really, Jessica Nkosi never misses.
But that is dope. I think that whole thing underneath is messing it up.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I didn't like. I feel like it was supposed. That's something that
What was his name?
Motion of the ocean or something like that.
Mooscourt.
Yeah, or splash of waves or something. But I know it's like.
Ride the wave.
Oh, right. Yeah. Hollywood Baits, the theme this year was Ride the Wave. So you see, that's why everyone had like water, blue, and
see.
and there's some people that just didn't, but Jessica ate. I just wish that the inner lining corset, PT Koti was tight. That's all, but it's fine. Stelo ate, Pamela Mtanga ate, Jessica ate, Lamis Worthy ate.
The niggas? You didn't see any?
What about Tando Tabete? She also ate.
Can you remember a dress?
I do. She did a Villet design couture dress. Absolutely. She ate, but for me, I felt like it did not give. We had forever to make the dress. It was a great dress. However, I felt like she just took a great dress. I felt like it wasn't telling a story. You see, Pamela Mtanga, you know that dress was specifically made for the Durban July.
Did Pamela Ntanga pay you, ma'am?
She ate down. You cannot.
That's a good point. It's a good question. Were you paid, ma'am?
She ate.
Is this a sponsored post?
Yes. Pamela Mtanga and Honeycomb paid me. This is sponsored content. Our first paid content on Global Streetz.
No, man, I want to ask. Niggas? You didn't say any?
Who cares also?
What do you mean, dog?
Guys are always dressed in a boring black suit. Who cares?
But I wanted to go there. Isn't it there's very limited things that guys can actually get dressed on?
No.
Because it always needs to be like a suit type of thing.
Yeah, you can't put those wavy thing in my bobs
You
and all
cannot.
that.
You can.
shit.
If you're rich, Mnisi.
Is he straight?
Dog, how did we get there?
No, I'm saying if you're a straight guy, you have very limited options.
that, Karen is rude. Like, what?
Well, what
And I
about
think I
he's
understand.
not.
Bella
He's
Caesar
not.
can literally rock anything
Oh,
because
so you
their
say-
sexuality allows them to
But
cross boundaries.
Also, you need to be comfortable in your own thingy, dog.
Spogushe N also ate. The TikTok girl, Spogushe N. Yo, she was wearing a pearls dress. Yeah. And I think it was her first Durban July. She ate down. Who also ate down? So,
Thank you, ma'am.
Which one?
babes, we're not there yet. Relax. My boys. Show me about modeling, see, and those TikTokers, the gay boys. He ate.
He's also gay.
Yes. Yeah.
Then it proves the point of my
I'm trying to
nigga.
get dog.
No, but he was yeah, he was fantastic, darling. And you see,
Of course, he's going to be fantastic. This is a dress. There's very limited options for niggas.
I just feel like we don't have stylish men in South Africa.
Nah.
Okay,
nah,
if
nah.
I went
don't-
there as your plus one, how would you dress me then? As a straight man.
Richie Mnisi would make something, darling. I don't choose, but darling, you can be fabulous without blurring the lines of your sexuality.
So are we saying that maybe...
Did you see what Makeke wore? The previous Big Brother contestant.
No, I didn't.
Actually, now that we're talking about this, let's actually find a picture of Makeke's
He killed
outfit.
it. Hey, that's silent and a sigh. It's not bad.
I feel like he
but
was daring.
It's not bad, but
Slide and see.
I feel like
I feel like he was trying.
the colors are a bit off, isn't it?
I'm not saying anything. Because clearly I hate South African men. I can't that's what you want to say. I'm not saying anything. I just feel
The
like
colors are they not supposed to go towards blue because ocean?
I'm not saying anything.
I think if this
Fine, you can
had
be a
touch of
hater,
blue,
man.
Did you see Makeke? Did you find the picture of Makeke's?
Nah.
you must search Tsapotau.
And then it's the yellow suit he's wearing. I think second row on his Instagram.
underscore Tau.
Yeah, just say Makeke. He'll appear there. He's nice, you know.
It's
I feel like
this
he was
is dope.
fashion forward. He tried.
This is dope, but I feel like the colors are off. They're not going towards.
But what I'm trying to say is he was.
Oh, but he tried.
He made.
Yes,
he
that's what
made
I'm
an
saying.
effort.
Like,
No, he did the
so
shit.
when you say to me, "What would you just?" I'm like, this guy tried. You understand? Like you could see he put in the effort. It was a very risque thing to do because he's not gay and he could be perceived gay.
But also, do you think the power you have in the entertainment industry influences your outfit?
Or how it's perceived, or if you're killing, because you know the certain things. Yes.
So, for example, just to go off course a bit, who Durban July, whatever Kanye West wears, people seem fashion god.
Iconic.
But if you do it before Kanye, but
Makhadzi.
I'm told like dog, what's about barefoot? I pair jeans on some but like I like you shiny, but I like Kanye West on check game. So, do you think when it comes to Durban July, the outfits are also influenced
I think
by?
you need to prove yourself first because I think Kanye before he became Lehlanya Linglona, no,
He was killing it.
He was killing it.
He was
So
killing
he
the
proved
game.
it.
It's like Rihanna as well. Rihanna can get away with wearing anything now because
Everyone knows she's a god. Yeah. So
But that's what I'm saying. Do you think, like now when we're talking who killed it, if a nobody or a layman like I had to rock up there with a killer outfit, then never amounted to a certain mang who's whatever.
I think it depends. And I'm saying that it depends because, you know what, guys? Ukapara plastic, but if you have the confidence and the personality to pull it off, I really think if you were doing something futuristic there and you're timid about it, you're going to be a joke. But if you do something and you own it, it's like when Laswiza went to the awards, shower cap. He owned it. And I think that's the big piece that a lot of celebrities, that's why they get away with things. It's because they don't give you any other option than to see what they're doing. And if you don't see it, you're the problem, not them.
So they wore the outfit. The outfit didn't wear them.
So, but I do still think that you need to prove yourself first. Because I also remember with Ricky Rick. So Ricky Rick killed it. And then there was a time he showed up at one of the awards wearing that thing, Sagalama orange, and the hat, and that Panchinyana.
And they had it.
And it actually, that was a thing. And then I saw Gucci, there was a fashion show somewhere overseas. Someone actually was walking down the runway with that outfit. And then everyone was surprised. That time we thought he just came across the Sagala Pekishini Lama orange. He came across the hat, got the Panchinyana from the thrifting.
From a Paris week
actually
somewhere.
something.
Then apara the kick and purpose that Gucci and whatnot, kappa the skiing outfits. People say, this man is doing too much. But once it starts catching on overseas and all that, then they're like, man, this man is a fashion god.
Because think about it now, you're right. Ricky Rick started that trend and now Robert Boy do it, the focalistic dance. It started like Ricky Rick the ski glasses actually, and he would just put them here.
Yeah.
You know, I think, but also didn't Kanye West also do it?
No, Migos.
The Kardashians?
More.
Oh, yes!
But what I'm saying is, it wasn't yet
You see what
popular.
But you see what I also mean about confidence? You understand? Sometimes if you just believe, you can make people...
No, but he was already Ricky Rick that time. So he already could, he was already him.
Okay,
So
I agree.
maybe the confidence came from
I
being
agree.
Ricky Rick.
But in the same breath, do you know the girl? I'm so sorry that I don't know her name. She's a DJ, ne?
Okay, Matt.
Oh, yes. Like in terms of blowing up, she just blew up, right? Because she's probably obviously been working in the industry for whatever, but now she's getting her light. Very abstract. Very different, like wapara in such a way, but her confidence make you actually see why it works. Youngster, come on, I'm a youngster. Wapara mabanta I 6, kamumpela, mabanta I 3, like, okay, because they're at that level. But I still feel like you just need to be crazy enough to believe in you're crazy. That's it.
But you can't believe in you're crazy when you're still young.
Or
In
maybe
the
not
industry.
big yet. Maybe.
Yeah, because some people might see it if you know, sometimes people perceive confidence as arrogant. Then they dim your light before it actually shines. They're like, oh, apapa, like I'm one side thing, my team. Kanye now is at the point of honey don't know but it's always been that Kanye before he blew up, but he never outwardly expressed it as he's expressing himself now.
Abomo Killings, guys, this is why Abomo Killings blew up, because they were abstract. I really feel like the days of waiting for your glory days before starting to explore fashion-wise, it's over. Now it's the reason why people are getting... He's one of the people that made it big because of the abstract way in which he dresses.
Okay, do you think then it can be 50-50? Either it wins for you, it doesn't. Either you do it at the right time or you don't. But either way...
It's not even... I don't think it's a timing thing. It's a do it right. Do it...
Yeah, because if you do it wrong...
Yeah. Do it right and no turning back. You see, if you do it and you're not sure,
it's the reason I consider timing. In the 2000s, when people wore baggy jeans and baggy shirts, imagine at the time rock up skinny jean with skinny ripped jeans.
Or like if you started the trend.
Yeah. It's too early for... Yeah. It's too early. Already kokasi, if kana go speedy, if we're wearing the snap caps on about yo-yo my nigga. Understand about you a joke.
Yo-yo.
But now, this very same people now about yo-yo my nigga. Sabakono ya para kache body yo-yo my nigga.
Especially baggy clothing, because at that time it was very American. It was very hip-hop. Straight cap was a bit and then I put it like a young baggy t-shirt with a sneaks nyana under that baby.
That was crazy times.
Speaking of crazy times, Durban July, the kids are an artist, Diri Joveki Neretang. Shem, you had a whole marquee, your Afrotainment, but clearly it's not enough. What's this? I'm hearing. Apparently now, according to the little bird, the GSL bird that just whispers in everyone's ear, the GSL bird is like, Mama. I'm like, Mazulu. Are Durban July retaining Joburg July, because it was all about Joburg people and Amapiano. I think people with more information could expand, but like, the fuck? Okay, I didn't mean to swear, but like what?
She's Zulu too, by the way.
What?
So
I'm not.
El Vovo spoke to one of the publications, right?
Yeah, no one.
Actually, you know that no one. I also, when I was reading it, actually it came from him and a couple of others. I knew, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah,
because when last did you release a song?
Dog.
What? You guys are rude.
This last relevance can occur a protest or but nothing in like.
You want us to book you, but you don't have a new song. The last time you released was 10 years ago. Come on. All right, so it was him.
Joburg cats are rude, eh?
No, we're not rigid. We're not rigid and narrow-minded.
So,
and I'm not saying kids that people are.
You like just implied they are.
No, but why do they feel like entertainment should be put in boundaries as to per provinces? Like DJ Lag, I presume he's still doing com, but he's making waves overseas.
But that nigga is gigging outside.
Totally album not so long ago, but people are not. I'm easy for that. But I don't understand why there has to be like Batuba, KZN, Barrier. They've turned into a Joburg. Like it's an entertainment thing. Or everyone all over South Africa going there. So if it so happened that a majority of booming artists right now are from Joburg, don't categorize it with a Joburg thing now.
You know, El Bobo said that thing, for the Durban July was all about Joburg and Amapiano, right? So there's very minimal KZN artists that got booked this thing. And then they interviewed Tizozo. Tizozo.
Yeah.
Tizozo.
Oh, so am I that young?
So Tizozo was saying, nah. The thing is, they were booked, but they were not booked back to back like they used to. Right? And also, they need to understand, Jorge, the times have changed. They were not complaining when they were getting booked back to back in the day, because it was their time. it's no longer your time.
Sure.
Your time is past.
Sure.
There's other people to be booked. There's even younger artists that needs to be booked because they're actually doing well. So, Ari, they must not complain because at the time of Durban Kwaito, when Big Nas was at its peak, Mfana, they were killing all over the country, not even in Durban only, all over the country.
Professor,
And you'll never hear Joburg people saying, yo, Mazulu are everywhere.
We were rocking them, bro. And not only in-house. When we talk hip-hop, we keep a pro kid. Keep a mangma.
I think it's also, we're a bit more accepting because Joburg is a mixture of everyone.
Yeah.
I think that's why.
But one thing I love about Joburg, ne? They don't cap entertainment to Joburg.
That's what I'm
A lot of
saying.
Joburg artists are not even from Joburg.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's why I never told the politics more because it's a rainbow nation in Joburg. Everyone comes to, it's a hub.
Yeah.
Now I see entertainment as politics. Never Mutua Northwest. We've never had a Tswana president. Hey, we've only had Nguni presidents. Hey, no, bruh. Like if those people can put change in people's life, it doesn't matter where you come from South Africa. You deserve that seat. One understand.
But also,
You work
if
for
you're
it.
obsessed with that, it's giving you tribalistic.
Exactly, meaning that you're not looking to reason. You just want to look out for your own.
It's giving you
So
tribalistic.
that's what Tizozo was saying, that there was a time Babes Wotumo was killing it, getting booked all over the country. She couldn't even take bookings for months. There was a time where Gqom was at its top and they were booking Gqom artists for 7th July. And no one said anything. Now that it's time of Amapiano, and the best thing they can do for themselves is to hop on so that you can get booked.
That's the best they can do, bro.
Pause. Let me interject. Let me actually bring another narrative into this. Are you guys aware that in the industry right now, Tswana people or anyone who's not Nguni speaking in acting is severely hungry because majority of the things they're getting booked for is generations because it's very Tswana. It's still got that Tswana thing. But majority of the new productions are Nguni speaking.
I heard that chat from...
And people are crying. They're like, Ma Zulu are running the soapy. Do you understand? And it's a thing of, okay, the Tswanas now don't have much to do. Like, honestly.
Unless you go scheme star, which is
Skim generation, see?
And some of the SAPC2 shows.
But majority right now, the big money shows Azulu.
But look at it this way.
It has always been like that, though, right?
Sure, entertainment
and that's because
That's why
it has always been like that because the Nguni language is relevant to a lot of people. Even when you're coming from another province and when now you are Tswana speaking or Pedi speaking, but you will learn a bit of Zulu because it's an easier way. It's like second to English. Well, maybe first to English in South Africa.
Yes and no.
But also because even the hip hop artists are crying about the same thing.
Really?
They will say yes. They will say, "Oh, the niggas that are coming from KZN, they will come to Joburg and blow up first. The time niggas that are coming from Pretoria, they have to struggle."
Sure.
And that's because they're not relatable to the average South African, which makes a lot of sense. Siputla Sibukuri,
like the Koelas and stuff. Yeah, they catch
they just
fire.
came up now. But
But witness
they're
the
here.
fun. But witness
Yes.
the
No,
fun.
but you know why I say yes and no, Bafetu?
Yeah. You cooking.
Other tribes don't accommodate other languages with ease.
What do you
I'm
mean?
gonna derive a bit. One
Okay.
ka taxi ngwa re kopa di taxi tse yang 4 ways. Angezwa ndoda khuluma isiZulu.
Khuluma isiZulu.
La ka utlwa hantle jana ba tlo mamela. Now I'm Tswana, but her pro kid, when he's dope, he's dope. I'll take him. I'll listen to him. What the reason ke tso so bua ka lona di area bo double HP, bo Morafe, bo Tuksinganga. And that was back then and they were booming.
Yeah.
It's just other people don't accommodate others. It's nice to be patriotic, né? But what I think they're doing is they're killing the South African entertainment industry. Like right now, Kibo Matlera, Kibo Tumisao, like there's people go Pretoria that are booming, né? But because other people won't easily listen to them, they're killing the hip hop culture. Because there's no Zulu hip hop artist that's like lyrical and putting content out there like they are right now. But they won't blow up as big as they could be, like bigger than they are now, because they're not being accommodated by the masses.
So who are you blaming for this?
Hmm?
You need to blame the audience.
The consuming.
Yeah.
No, not really, bro.
Who are you blaming?
I'm not
It's the
blaming
audience
anyone.
Remember, it's the audience that's
My man,
consuming this
it's
thing.
the same thing. It's the same thing. But about KZN, Bakwatile, Amapiano doing it. A lot of people that are singing on Amapiano tracks have been like a suit. Maybe not a zoo.
So you're blaming the artists?
No, I'm not even blaming the artists. Like on how Amapiano? Why are they putting a certain connotation to it? I mean, it's like now they want to put a certain tribe or culture to the title Ya Amapiano, and of which a lot of vocalists that could have been Kokom and now singing Amapiano. Why Bakwatilo high battery KZN?
You know, I understand what you're saying, right?
Kimang Venus and Serena.
That's what I'm saying, the rigidness. No, that's what I'm saying, the rigidness and the narrow-minded. It shouldn't matter who music is waka, as long as it's from South Africa. If you love it,
Kagiso must get ready to get cooked on the comment section.
So you're saying, Jorge, they should accept things as they are.
No, I'm saying if it's
embrace
dope,
change.
listen to it.
Like if it's dope, it's dope.
Yeah. There's sometimes if there's a Nigerian song that comes out, Babua Kakasi Igbu, but you vibe with it. Because you can't feel pop 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 pop.
Oh, that was flavor.
Yeah, flavor. I don't know what the fuck you were saying, but in that
and that was song was.
It's like that new song that's booming right now on TikTok. Everyone thought it's South African, and it's actually.
Oh yes,
Nya. I love how you're so musically inclined.
Music, my nigga.
Like everyone, I thought because you literally will think Nya is South African. It's what you would say.
It's because of the drums and everything. Yeah.
Mamela was shui and
like, even though you didn't know what they were saying, but you're like, this is dope.
Can relate. Like
you will never find a Zulu man listening to Budaza. Never. You will never catch it.
That's why I say before it even went tribal Mazulu. Why can't we just say
it's dope?
Without actually wanting to know who's the artist, where it's from, and all that shit.
You know, I think, Jorge, it's like that, ne? It's just that there's a couple of people that feel like they're getting left out because Bona.
But then why throw a tantrum and not address it properly?
They do their content, whether it's music or acting, in a certain language, and that's the only language that they've mastered to do this thing on, right? There's no solution to this thing. Also, I think the whole thing is the way you are explaining it. Jorge, when the song is dope, it doesn't matter which language it's on. It's dope, it's dope.
Okay.
Because Casper always rapped Tswana or English.
Right? So, guys.
And he was big. Yes.
Finish your point.
I forgot the other name that I wanted to mention. Oh yes, I wanted to mention Makhadzi. I'm sure 98% of South Africa can't hear what she's saying, but whatever she's saying is dope.
All I know that she's saying is, I will never be the friend of my enemy. I'll never, whatever she said on that song.
Which one?
I will never ever be the friend of my enemy.
She said it in English.
This is her song. This is what her song says. I will, because they don't love me.
Shit, I don't know that.
This is her recent song. Speaking of which, I think we need security to literally run the arts and entertainment segment in South Africa. We need some sort of like regulation for things to go in a very neutral or fair way, because I think, and I'm not open to correction, I said what I said. I'm saying it with my chest. I really feel like South African entertainment industry is not, there's a beautiful English word for it, but I don't know it. It's not monitored. You understand? It's not controlled. I think
regulated.
It's not. That's the word I wanted. It's not regulated. It only works on, which is it's very irresponsible and it's not sustainable, because they work on popularity. It's very frivolous. Everything is very frivolous. It's very momentary. And it's very momentary. And what happens is we don't think longevity, because I think in other parts of the world, as far as creativity and arts is concerned, once you show up, they do certain things for you. And shout out to our new minister now, Gayton McKenzie.
That nigga has been at work since day one, dog.
The screenshots are Kagiso Mogalo thotse R3. Nele Lesego thotse R4 from Arts and Culture. And I'm so sorry, I'm not getting to show this. I'm not shocked to find that family there.
Which one? Say.
The Mafokate family.
Mamela, that one is the biggest beneficiary.
I'm not shocked.
Him and the kids.
Because he got into trouble not so long ago, remember, with Kabza.
Dog, he used to host parties.
Isn't it that Lotso scandal thing in my book?
Nah, I don't think he was on that one.
He was with the Teddy Petals and stuff.
Was he?
Yeah.
And also...
Nakwa Allah bilang on that interview. Was it?
Oh, yes. I remember the crying.
Yeah.
Atamfan has been eating, dog.
I just think he knows how to get that long money.
Ata used to host parties or events with government's money.
I don't
Yeah. Is it that side? No, it is this side. Why are you laughing?
I don't know why I'm laughing. No, that guy's, he's been eating government money. If there's anyone who will teach you something about generational wealth, it's that man. Like, that man.
But you know what I like about Gayton, guys?
Who, Gayton McKenzie? Shout out to you, baby.
I wish I haven't seen any of the ministers that were recently announced. Got a cabinet thing, yeah, Ramaphosa. I've only been seeing him, especially on Twitter and social media. He's been working.
We're still gonna have a chat about that because also the shuffle from education to national defense and what. Ow!
But can I also say something about Gayton?
Ow!
Well, this is my observation. Although I like some of his moves, Gayton, one of his agendas, is to put colored people on the map. But he can't do that without putting black people on the map. Because if you really look at it,
if he wants to do it well, he must just fight for all minority. Like, and I don't mean minorities and the white people, but I mean minorities. And if he wants to put the people that he feels outcasted, he must fight for everybody.
Because we have the same problems. We have the same drug problem. We have even like sidelined entertainment wise. Fine, generations.
Yo, but colors are worse, eh?
That's what I mean.
Honestly speaking.
It's like they're worse,
I honestly, now that I think about it,
Kalata, they're like the forgotten child.
Dude, like now that I think about it, the only cool color thing we've ever seen is Wamorata Lekhoa. What did we have?
Understand that. So, but he can't just put them on the map by leaving black people out. Because
now you're tribalistic again.
We in the same boat.
Yeah.
We in the same boat. I understand that. So it works well for him because he's shooting two birds with one stone.
You know, I think,
and he must be very smart with how he does it, because otherwise, if he advocates only for the colored people, and I'm not trying to be weird, then he must be, this is very sensitive. If he does that, then he's gonna catch the Indian man stigma, where the Indian people.
You know, the best thing he can do for himself is to actually make sure that opportunities are distributed equally.
That's what I'm saying.
Because if he's going to say, because my people have been sidelined for so long, therefore I'm just going to give more to them. And
so now I think what he wants to do is remove what's preventing, quote unquote, the minority. Not in numbers, but in success from reaching that pinnacle. For example, if Rekasheba rugby, before certain race groups weren't allowed or they were being sidelined.
Yeah.
Is that thing hore? They even had to make it hore in order Springbok.
Yeah,
it needs at least 3 people.
Yeah, they needed to make it law.
Yeah. So now maybe hore is gonna make more laws, quote unquote laws. Yeah, hore. If more of these people are not allowed, then so we don't have colored TV shows. Why? We don't have,
and we actually don't, like, they are the forgotten child. Like, I literally just thought about it that moment. I was like, oh my god.
And everywhere
there's nothing that you can consume
that's why
people besides
consumer
TikTok.
Music that's why I kerata batubako youngstar CPT.
Or Youngstar CPT, yes.
Youngstar CPT, but AKA. Even AKA at some point he had to speak a bit of vernacular. I don't know who pull in more black masses. But what I'm saying is that in order to make this work for him, he needs to make sure those 2 people are not sidelined. Because even in the entertainment, we might say a lot of Zulu people, whatnot, but the people that own those channels are not even black.
True. For me, I'm happy that he's there, but I wanted him in the police ministry. But it's fine. We can just work with what he got, right? Because I feel like he would have put like probably double or triple on the policing thing, because he's very passionate about all of these things
But
that
friend,
are
guys,
happening.
like,
things.
I'm gonna interject and say what Kagiso says all the time. In a utopian world, guys. Because the truth is, we know that there are bigger people running things. And
Exactly,
if
and
he
he was-
creates rules that infringe with what the big people want, it's not
He
gonna
was
happen.
gonna stand in the way of
It's
people that are
not gonna
eating.
happen. You wanna know, people are also saying, "Untshitse mabitso mara sampane go nkga fish."
There's still more. There's still more. But I'm happy with the work that he has gotten. I know Horena is not a phase because he did the same thing when he got became a mayor of the Karoo, and he actually delivered on his promises.
But people are complaining. Huh?
Yeah, it's
Only
just that-
on camera. Off camera, he didn't do shit.
Nah,
so,
but people will always complain, dog. People,
Yeah,
not
no,
everyone
you're
is
never gonna
be-
get to a point where you're the
You're not
Don't
gonna
forget
make
your-
everyone happy.
Don't you get your hurry? He's one of the most vocal ministers on camera. But I'd like to also see work that he does without him announcing that I did 1, 2, 3.
Nah, but the thing is, we need to
Manga,
hold
maybe
it-
that's how he converses.
That's how he. I think
Ukhankasa
that's how he's
kanjani?
always been. Because also with the things that he has promised so far on social media, he has delivered all of them.
That's what I'm saying. On camera.
Friend, he's trying, that guy. Please, what are you saying?
No,
What's the king?
no.
But
he must give us
But
money
why
too, by
have
the way.
Figile?
Money for what?
Why have Figile? We in the entertainment.
Oh, we in the entertainment.
No, I just want to know.
We got 75K, dog. We need it too. Okay, yes. You can continue.
1 mil. That's a community.
Yeah.
Re tla etsa
We
podcast
can't
e
hire
khoneng
people.
re apere dikgaono o be na e feeding scheme nyana le siteng but re qhubeke re shoot.
Sure.
Anywho, never mind. Let me not seem like bitter. Kamncane McKenzie.
Thank you for saying that.
But remember, I'm always gonna be a voice
For the voiceless.
not for the voiceless, for shit that would be scared to be said. But nonetheless, what do you guys think? The super fans, Habasabachafela, international, whatnot.
It's a good and a bad thing.
What's that? I have no idea. Logo like Mama Joy. Abasaba Khapela.
Nah, they're not going anywhere anymore.
Why?
It's because there's people that usually need funding to attend like sporting events. For an example, Nodilas, the hockey team needed to raise money to go and attend an international tournament.
And what happened?
I don't know. I think they were saying how they did like events by your Vosos and things just to raise money. That time the government is taking Mama Joy and Bota and others.
But
to go
guys,
and
honestly speaking, this is just a thought that I have, and I'm open to correction. Like Kagiso would say, I really feel like they're going about it the wrong way, because Mama Joy, Papa Joy. Okay, Papa Joy is I'm trying to think of another person who's getting. Sorry, but what I'm trying to say is, Mama Joy is definitely not taking a chunk of the budget.
No,
The truth is,
he's saying that money could be put into good use for those people.
no, he must find where the real money is going. Mama Joy, they're not spending a lot on
Okay,
helping
that's
her.
a point, actually.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's a point.
What they're doing.
There's probably
absolutely
money
no.
for the
And
hockey team too.
There is money. It's just that motho o tshwereng o re hockeying a tlo hlanya.
Yeah, people don't
Ke
even know
girlfriend
about that.
allowance or ke what allowance, like that minister we were talking about on the episode who spent 15K on takeaways on their first day. Like, what the hell are you doing? So I'm saying, instead, the solution of now you're tearing down the good things that the department has done. I feel like that very stupid. Don't do that. Instead, tsipang tšhelete ya corruption and put it back and pour it, because you're investing in the sport again when Mama Joy is there. It's part of the experience. It's part of what we know.
And also-
Do you know what I mean? What are you doing without Mama? What are you doing?
I think this is why LSGR is good and bad.
Yes, because the other thing, it's a good thing for me. I feel like they could use this money into something else. But I also, at the same time, I don't think they would have taken Mama Joy and them to all of these sporting events if there was not a budget that
Thank you.
is
Done.
for that thing specifically.
Sure.
Meaning,
Done.
it's not taking from anyone else,
Done.
right?
Done. Instead, if they stop giving this to Mama Joy, it's more money for them to steal. People don't realize.
The other thing, which is a point that Annelem Tota made on her radio show the other day, she said that rugby, when Mama Joy went to, was it in France? The World Cup.
I think so, yeah.
I think it was in France. When it was in France, Mama Joy totsi a boyfriend that side, ya lekgowa.
Ebanna.
And then started posting with the boyfriend, tsamaya. Phela, And the point she was making, she was saying, if 947 is sending me to a business trip, I'm not supposed to have a good fun day. I can have it off camera, but I'm supposed to show who I'm at work here. And I'm supposed to attend to the things that they said I must attend to. Mara mama join panana to boyfriend at the avaya di hotel.
So now
Wine and dining.
could matching.
No, she was.
That's my. That was going to be my first question. It's like, her free time as long as she went to the match. Like,
Nah, dog. She wouldn't have gotten that boyfriend if we didn't.
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter, Antwana. We let's panning. We matching.
What you're saying, Alice Gina, my man.
Guys,
What you're saying is, if
Joy,
you're spanning,
Joy.
what you're saying is, if you're spanning and I got lunch, it's like an lima babies. Okay, you cute. Let's span with no tibela bare. People when I call bare. If it wasn't because of work, they never utole my babies. As long as the work is done, Baba.
What the hell?
Nah, my nigga.
It's got the papelang Joy, Luna. You're like hectic. And when we move, let's actually move because don't got this. Makhadzi ukora talebo mashonisa. What's about Matata South Africa? No, so it's not about the money, guys. Also, friend, can you please allow me to start this from the beginning?
No, of course.
Can I please start this where it should start, right? So when we think Makhadzi and when we speak Makhadzi, it's very important that we are clear with the, let's start from the fundamentals. Makhadzi came up from being a street dancer.
Yeah,
Bana batla like a speaker, ka sound. Bamurata performance, then akala akena nyana. Ngonyana atsena assigna le batho ba ba wrong management ya mutswetsa.
Yeah, they were actually abusing her.
People on Twitter were like, wait, nah, Khalifa, do something right with your money. So obviously, with whatever help or influence, she cut out the manager and the middleman. Now, this is something that is going to spread onto another topic because this is two topics in one. This also shows the flaws of our education in South Africa to adapt to who and what the modern person is becoming. You can't be teaching me the subject. It's to EMS now, the taxes from grade 9, because we are blowing up at an early age and we need to learn how to do these for ourselves, and we need to know the different kind of taxes and tax brackets you fall in when you are. So when Makhadzi allegedly then, this is my thinking, cuts out this management, who teaches her how to do her taxes? Who teaches her that 45% tax is actually not yours? Who teaches her? Does she know that? No. You understand? And then she grows. This money is coming. It's good. You understand? And one thing about being a freelancer, she is a freelancer. Because she gets paid per performance or per gig she does. You're freelancing. And your freelancer is not held liable for whether you pay your tax or not. You just say to Ukuku, Upuna malini? 6,000. Ngupi 6,000. Gudi yakona SARS angendawo mina ngipatala wena angithi and then you must there's something that I just learned that recently actually, that there's something they call a tax liability form. So if you're on that level, before they pay you, especially the ones that get big money, you sign a tax liability form, so that even if when SARS says lisoko chote kai ura nama ti choice but matata ai re mo patetse o sign a tax liability form gore tax ke liability ya gagwe, because Moto is not a paid employee, so you are a contracted worker. You understand? So hana yona that financial literacy, of which also you can argue and say, Marantana, 2-3 years in the game, Khalifa, do better. You know,
I was about to argue, by the way.
Yeah, like
Gayton must do something about this shit.
This is why I'm saying it's two topics in one.
Millions, then what tax is.
But isn't this what's happening, Piano? Is this not what's happening, friend?
But why are you not asking around? Why are you not getting a manager that knows how to do their job?
It's too much to know.
There's a lot of the industry requires.
Just get a competent manager that's going to.
There's a lot to know in this world.
I
just received a letter not so long ago who says what.
Hey, my nigga, I received the same letter.
So many thousands. 64 cents. I don't understand, Buffett. And a bear in mind,
I received the same
I'm
letter.
scared now. You guys are scaring me.
No, and the reason I'm saying this, because someone oyang tesha, But I know nothing about finances, Buffett.
Do you know what I
can't say,
mean?
because you've been working for so many years, I must be equipped. There's some people who've been working for 20 years but don't know a simple law. Like, for example, if a wisan to come shop right, then they feel liable to pay. Can't they know? Whatever we say,
there's insurance. You're not
allowed to pay.
As long as even if you paid, to shop, they must give you a new one. You are liable to get a new one.
I think there's certain discipline. Once you're an artist, Barry, you know what? Key a contract want to perform a Friday. Run this through your lawyer or run this through your accountant before sign a week.
You know that argument, my nigga. I can take it maybe from a 21-year-old Amapiano artist. I can't take it from Makhadzi. And I'll tell you why.
Texas print on that level are complicated.
Let me tell you why.
I understand what you're saying.
She doesn't have to understand how they calculate her money for her to pay, right? But she needs to understand how actually, because I'm sure she was signed with one mic. Open mic.
I say open mic.
I think it's open mic.
Because one mic is the show on SABC.
Yeah, I just remembered. She was signed with open mic, the same label that signed Master KG, right? I'm sure when when
that
open mic, yes,
that mic,
when Mike head. I'm sure when open mic was about to pay her what's due to her, they were like, come to the office. Okay, the reason why you're getting this amount, it's because this amount went to Texas, this amount went to what, this one. So are you telling me, Hori, you leave open mic and then suddenly you think you don't have to pay taxes? You saw they were paying taxes, dog.
I don't think, but friend, I don't think most of the time they divulge.
You know, there's the lawyer.
And also you don't know the importance of, I'm sorry, you don't know the importance of tax until you're in trouble. And I'm going to make the perfect example. I'm going to make you the perfect example. It was less than 3 to 4 years ago when Bonang Mateba went to Ilo Street, Sarsa Ilo Mutswara for tax. How long has she been in the game? Is she not in a family of people that know better? She is. But it shows that there's always something you get wrong. Bonang, even literally now, when you tell her, give me 5 or 3 reasons in things to watch out for in the industry. Ari, let me tell you, in the industry, there are 2 things that, and she learned that the hard way.
Yeah,
when she says, 1, get a good accountant. 2, get a good lawyer for your contracts. Because sometimes it's the fine print on that thing that makes you liable for the tax, whereas the plain English that you read implied that they said they're paying for tax. And then
that is the other way.
So unless you remember,
yes.
But about farm contract it's not even drafted by those people. It's drafted by the law firms that are full of lawyers. So even if
you even want to use the jargon in Usually they don't even give you the hourly ready. One thing I've realized about the industry, personal experience, industry chang. But for the contract, yeah, no, you need to sign quick. It's one of their selling points to make it
for 24 hours.
Yeah, it's like, yes, like you have 24 to 48 hours. They put this immense pressure on you. It's only when you are on a big level scale where, because once they know that you rely on the opportunity, they bank on your stupidity and your lack.
Let's discuss another thing, right? Because I've seen the booking invoices.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
There's always a portion for tax there. Someone will charge you their booking fee, and then there's a tax. So they will say, Hori, this is my booking fee. However, this has nothing to do with the taxes. So you're going to pay for the taxes. So I'm invoicing you for my booking and my taxes.
That's what Casper said.
Does she not have that?
Casper said that at some point. I remember AKA, she was like, there was a point where in the game, Casper was like, I charge 100K.
Yeah.
But because of my taxes, I charge 200K. So you're going to pay 100K for my taxes, and you're going to pay me my 100K.
Does she not have that on her invoices?
But I think what Casper is saying is it comes in one fee. Then people, when they wonder why is it so expensive, then maybe it's including tax.
I think the reason why they separate it is because you need to understand
you can't
what
really
you pay
separate it. When you're an independent contractor, whoever's contracting you for that work is not liable for your tax. It's already in law. So if your booking fee is 60,000 and then SARS is gonna charge you let's say 40% of that 60,000.
Yeah.
Then rather than charging 60,000, Nakito charge let's say 100,000.
That's how what he's telling is the truth. That's how it works in the industry. So in the industry, I want my 60K and I know that the tax on this is a certain amount. But this, he's telling the truth. If you're mainstream big, that's what we do. I give you my rate and I tell you what the tax for it is, the tax implications. The bigger you are, that's how it works.
Yeah.
It doesn't, if you're like youngster upwards, that's how it works. They will literally, the bigger you are, the more they listen to you and they do what you want.
Take it or leave
but
it.
if you're like a car and you're still like a let's say dope tunes, you're still working for the 15Ks now. But anyone who's on the 60K upwards length, they will tell you 60% is mine. And then SARS wants this from me. So when they send you an invoice, they break it down for you. That is actually how the big dogs invoice.
The law has tried to do something about it because employers would take advantage about that shit. But I'm saying in the entertainment, it's even worse because you're not like a 9 to 5, so you're not really an employee. But what I'm saying is Gayton must have a look into that because without fail, we can say 80% of artists or people in entertainment are starving.
And most of them have gone through the same thing. I remember Casper said he went through the same thing, aka recently Dr. Malinga here to go to make cheese so that he can raise money. Many of these people, like they find out the hard way. That time you've listened to a Dr. Malinga that said something about it and you are Makhadzi, but you go through the same thing again. You know, I want to ask a question based on what you say. I want to ask you a question. When you say Gayton should do something about it, what do you want him to do?
You know, from a layman, it's difficult to say what he can do. But I'm sure he can put laws to say whenever contract is being, there's that thing called capacity, for example. If we're not drunk, I can't give you a contract and say sign. Because you're not in the mental capacity to sign that contract. So now, if Nakit was starting and I can grade 9 or grade 10, and you're giving me a contract that's tertiary level, I would say I'm not at the capacity to comprehend what that.
So what about the invoices? They shouldn't give me the invoices. I'm going to starve.
No, he's just talking about contractual work.
What he's saying is
Gayton McKenzie must put systems in place that protect the people because industry is taking advantage of these people. So he's saying as the Minister of Arts and Culture, look at the toxic things about the culture and put systems in place that stop this from continuing.
Invoice is the last part. So what I'm saying is
he's just mostly talking about the contracts.
How it's an app,
which makes sense.
But did you read the terms and conditions?
Part
of the conditions did you consult an attorney? If no,
is it?
No, I'm just saying.
Gotcha. Hey.
If
I need to delete all those apps and consult my lawyers.
If we're for example, who feel like he gets 60,000.
Sure.
Then it must be that thing. How far contract is? Did you consult an attorney? Did you consult an accountant? No, I presume those people have accountants where they can at least go through it so you can understand.
And there are guys, attorneys also that work for the government that give free consultation as well. We need to know these things.
Yeah.
We need legal aid.
Sure.
The other thing Casper once said about this situation that he had to go through as well. He said, Akafeta school. And now I'm Casper in your vest. I'm getting all these monies. No one is in the industry saying anything about taxes and everything. I'm just getting these monies and I'm eating them, right?
That's why, but also
sometimes people, maybe they went through the same thing, but because they want you to go through the same thing as well.
But friend, guys,
sometimes education is not meaning Casper is a good team. He can't take all the credit for himself. Casper has a very good team. Some people don't have a good team. They're leeching off them. Baba Jela Chalete. And they are liable For example, if when an eligible performer and about for 60,000, go to 40,000, the invoice there back a feel when 60. Stars as well. I never buy KG now to 40,000. But she will when not taller than 60.
That's true.
You get liable for everything. And Makhadzi, no, Max, next accountant,
That time,
But also
in 3 houses, by the way.
Shout out to her. Velema Venda John.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Shout
like
out,
there's a shout out to
yeah.
her. Like, and also I want to show you that, guys, that like we can't even blame Makhadzi. And for me to show you, the perfect example is Mzansi. She's a professional accountant with all the money in the world, still in battle with SARS.
Yeah, but with her, I think
Still
it's
in
they're
battle.
paying little or they're paying more and what.
No, because she knows her rights. That's why they're fighting. She's an accountant by profession. She comes from a family with money, so she knows how to know. No. You can't charge me because she knows the taxes and the law. Do you understand? And she's still getting it wrong according to them.
And
So
that's
that's what I'm saying.
money.
The SARS is a battle no one will ever win. Never.
But
Because if they say you owe them,
you owe them.
they say exactly.
But as kiss Zapanya, Karen did say, it's 2 topics in one. And I would like us to skip to another one because it's over.
Like it's like a back and forth thing, right?
Yeah.
Which is, but like we need to put systems in place, and you're absolutely right. For our thingy, for our industry and creative industry to work, we need to make it happen. Kelvin Momo, where's the
Momo.
everybody Momo. Momo, when saying Momo li piano habu li Kabza.
So 2020, 2019, Momo was signed by Piano Hub, which is Kabza's thingy.
Oh, piano hub kya Kabza?
Yeah. And he actually took over Evan Grill. You know Evan Grill, ne?
I know the name.
Yeah, it's in Pimville. It's his now.
Shit.
It's his now. But I've got a problem with him calling it Piano Hub too. Everything is just Piano Hub. But anyway, sequel up. So he was signed by Kabza in 2020, 2021. And then I don't know how that relationship ended, but it ended because at some point I saw Momo doing his own thing and then Kabza continues with the other artist, you know. And also, so now the contractual dispute between the two of them is that Momo ended up doing his own thing because he felt like he was not pushed the way he was promised to be pushed as someone that is signed. He was doing all the groundwork on his own. He built Kelvin Momo on his own. Kelvin Momo is Kelvin Momo today because of himself, not because he was associated
signed
with
to
Kabza or Kabza.
That's true. I didn't even know they were associated because Momo's like, yeah.
So now there's some monies. There's some monies that Piano Hub is supposed. Oh, well, I think Momo is arguing that there's some monies that Piano Hub is not supposed to claim from those projects when that came out after when he was still signed, because he did all the job himself. The only thing that was attached to Piano Hub was him being signed to it. Otherwise, everything else he did.
Yeah, then he'll
himself.
never win that battle because
Right.
with the law, if you're signed, your intellectual property. It's like when I'm signed under GSL, I can't come back and sue you for anything that I say or I give in the premises of the show or on the podcast. It's because contractually, miracle. And
you can.
whatever you create, friend, your intellectual property, like for example, when you're working for a company.
Yeah, so remember a contract is an agreement to you're going to do this, I'm going to do that. So I forgot the exact terminology, but if one of the parties fails to do their duties, you can sue them for failing to do their duties.
But also,
So,
friend, fail is subjective because, for example, if I'm Universal Music and you signed to me and I say on your deal it's a 360, I'll give you the car. This is an example I'm trying to make to rebut what you're saying. If you signed, I'm Universal, I give you a 360 and I say, I'm going to give you an apartment, I'm going to give you a car, I'm going to give you a monthly allowance, and I give you unlimited access to the studio. I decide I want to live Go Waterfall and not in an apartment. I decide I want to use my Blesser's car and not Universal's. I decide that I record better in my studio and maybe there's a Universal is not saying you are not allowed to live anywhere else besides my house. He's saying you have these to your
So now what happens
disposal.
when
So they
Universal-
didn't, technically Universal didn't fail.
So
I
what-
just didn't use the
So what
resource.
happens
they
when
deliver
Universal
to their
doesn't
promise.
give you that house? Universal doesn't give you that car. But then
Then
for
they
your
are
job,
free.
Barry, or contracting, give me my portion.
Yeah, they
But friend, that's what I'm trying to say in this situation. Because then Momo needs to be able to prove. I did all the groundwork.
I'm sure he can if he took it to court because he's suing, right?
Yeah, if he can, because you understand, as a prosecutor or as a whatever, something you have the burden of proof. If burden of proof, you need to prove. And with law, it's beyond a shadow of reasonable doubt. You need to prove they failed, and you can't say someone failed if you had the resources but you just didn't prefer them. That's a total different.
So that's how that whole thing went, right? And also another argument is that some of the publishers and all the other people that are supposed to pay monies for the project are Kelvin, Kabza, and his company. They did not go and write there, listen, we are no longer associated with this guy. This guy is no longer part of us. Therefore, you need to pay the monies to him. So they're still getting monies.
Oh, shit.
Even for the latest projects.
Oh, shit.
That they have nothing to do with. So that's why he's suing, right?
Okay, yeah. Now you see
that's crazy.
I know
that's crazy because also these people, I've seen them DJ back to back in gigs and they're okay. But now, when it comes to money, pump the cheese up.
It eats what it eats. Absolutely.
Pump the cheese up. So I think that's a crazy one. It's also going to take a toll on their friendship. Definitely.
But niggas know how to wrap it up. And speaking of wrapping up, we need to wrap this up.
Shit. How long have you gone?
1 hour.
Don't we have one international story?
We can do BTW.
Yeah, let's do it. I was about to say let's do
Okay,
BTW.
okay.
Who's got a young BTW? Something we want to share. Let's
Quick
see if
one.
anything.
Brushing
Shebeshkt.
through.
Yes.
There was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump at the rally.
When did this happen?
A few days ago.
I heard
a
from
day
the news
ago.
this morning that they shot at him.
So they shot and it scraped past him like a tsepatsebe and there was blood on his
What's
neck.
with Kagiso and zapping today?
But yeah.
Kagiso smokes now. If you don't believe me,
So it
what
got,
you?
it caught one of the attendees
Securities.
there. No, and it killed one of the people who were attending there. And security officer jump over here. And whatever over 33 how about at the door? Answer
Donald Trump. Also, Babatlile.
Nah, they and the guy who was shooting at them, apparently security have opened fire and took him out. So, but yeah, there was
They took the guy who shot out.
Yeah.
Obviously, they have to.
Yeah.
Oh, Lena, he knew it was a risky job. They sent him out there like your family will be taken care of because they knew he's not making out of there alive.
Yeah, they're like those bombers from
Yeah.
the
I think also Bulele and Chris is the same thing.
Ne?
Yeah.
Any other? Shebeshkt couldn't attend his court dates. Shame, he's been through a lot. I don't know.
He's got cases
for
from
murder or something.
2019, 21. I can't remember, between 19 and 21. He stabbed 2 people.
Shit. But doesn't he have one leg now?
I don't know. I've never seen
guys.
it.
No, apparently after that accident.
I know,
one
but
of the
that's a
legs.
rumor. It's
They
just
did.
speculations.
It's not true.
It's just, have you seen it?
But I'm thinking maybe that's one of the reasons he couldn't attend. He's still healing.
He's gonna have to show up at some point.
Look, I understand, but the
And
accident
he just
didn't
told his
like
daughter,
last
and he told
month.
his daughter, just give him a minute.
So he's still healing. A lot happened. So maybe that's why he couldn't attend the court case.
Shut up, Mama. Shut up.
Yeah, but that guy has been living dangerous.
And he said it's because, guys, there's a certain kind of... Let me not even... Because
Okay.
No, but it's like the American artists when they get killed. Like if you're in a certain neighborhood and then you get money, you can't just leave your past behind.
It's who you are. Let's talk about you can take me out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of me.
As a cars guy, what do you think about Gayton making spinning a legal sport?
It's a culture of SA, Baba. It's a culture.
He didn't even stutter. He was
No,
like,
you know why,
let's
ne?
go.
Now where I
Let's
grew up,
make it happen.
Because Central, it wasn't far from. If I tell Makhadzi, guy, Boris
on
Isaacson,
the main road.
Yeah, there's like a junction. Wabana once Ilisa went to Derby. It doesn't matter which team wins. Just know not overnight spin. You see everyone more calling.
That's true.
It's spinning.
It's just
It's
a
spinning.
thing,
It's spinning.
actually.
Yeah, it's part of our culture. That's why Barry, born in Germany, raised in Soweto. I understand that. So it's but I think when
When
you say
someone was making an argument, it's dangerous, he was saying the same thing. F1 is also dangerous. Even F1 can kill you now.
Now, yeah.
because it's a small car and it's
And
very.
there's
No
Nothing
airbag,
happened.
there's
Yeah,
no
there's
anything.
nothing.
But I think in him making it illegal, it's not that it was been anywhere.
Yeah, I think he's.
There's regulations and systems
Yeah,
in place.
the street rules still have to obey. But I think that what and spin contest and whatnot. That's what I think.
I think if it's properly regulated and monitored, it'll be a great thing. Any last remarks before we shut this town?
I can't remember the others.
Good, God is great. Any last remarks? Any last remarks, sir? Batman? Nothing. Oh my God, that is amazing. Look, he wants to say something and I'm cutting him.
No, it's fine.
There we go. And we are out of here. Same time, same place next week. We love you.
Damn, I had to be Huiti today.